If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Now CSS is going on. So we already finished almost portion of the CSS, right?
Yeah.
So only the here agenda is, so I already completed external style sheet, font properties and CSS, comments, box model, padding, margin, border, classes and div span, working with color and background color, right?
Yeah.
IDs.
Yeah.
So child selector and pseudo classes is left. So then a styling link and a styling list is left. A rounded corner is done. Okay. Linear and gradient and float and clear layout is left. And new tag for the layout. So today we are going to learn what is the flex layout, what is the grid layout and all that. Okay. So we try to close today. Let's see how much we to finish today. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
So what is pseudocode?
It's like code written in natural language. Well, just for understanding how the
understanding in a natural language, that's in a pseudocodes mean in a normal programming language. So whatever the code algorithm you have written into a plain language like simple English or your own language to understand the algorithm, that code is called pseudocodes. Okay. But here we are asking about pseudo classes and pseudo element. Pseudo class means we already create a false classes and we can use those classes into our code and it will behave some differently. If you remember with the link, when we started a HTML file, so HTML, so that time we use some element, attributes or property in a body tag, a link, v link. Remember for the active link, visited link.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So because all the attributes is removed from the CSS, because when we are using a CSS, so that time we are not using any HTML element. We are using a selector and their properties and behaviors in a style tag or in an external or internal, whatever CSS pattern or types is you are using. So in CSS code, right? So here we have some pseudo classes already. And child selector. Child selector means what happens? Suppose yesterday also I used div, or inside a div we use h1 tag, right? Or
Yeah.
inside the h1 tag you are using a anchor tag. So that means if you want to define in a particular tag, okay, in a nested tag, you want to decorate or you want to style up. So then you can use a selector tag using greater than button, that greater than sign. So it means it's a child selector. And pseudocode is basically it's a come into this with two colons and then class name like colon hover, colon uh, link, colon v link, like this. We'll show you the example, right? So that thing is called pseudo classes. Okay, so here we are going to discuss first pseudo link. See this. This is a link. A means anchor, link means anchor link color you want to change, right? In a HTML we have a completely a link, a v link. So here a and visited. So if link is visited, change the color or whatever thing you want to change, you can do that thing. H hover. When mouse button hover here like this, suppose somewhere, see this here, the color gets changed, right? When we get focus, so this is called hover. So if you want to write like this, so this active, so your link is active, so that color gets changed. So these are these are also called pseudocode or pseudo class. Okay. Similarly, we have some elements also like first character, first line, like kind of thing. So we'll use all this pseudo style also. So round corner is here. So here is thing. So I'm just showing one notes here. See this. Here it's a table for the pseudo code and pseudo element. So see this here. We can use for the link. So we can design our link. It's a visible. Yes or no? See this here. Now
Yes.
it's a, yeah. So see this. This is a pseudo class. Link, visited, hover, and active. These are in our PPT also, right? Link, visited, hover, and active. This is for the link, means anchor link. But if you want to do some change, some element, like we're creating a form and that form element you want to change attributes and all that. So in that time, we have to use these pseudo class like focus. When we got focus on any element, then what happened? Right?
Yeah.
See, style the state element, then enable. When we get enable, that means I just enable disable. So it's your button is enable. When we are doing a tick marks, remember check boxes is there. So when we check, uh, uh, mostly we are doing when we are means login in any website. So there is the terms and conditions, right? And you have to check the okay, I agree with this condition and all that. When you check enable the check boxes or tick the check boxes, then below button get active, right? So like this, enable required field in a element box, or you can say this forms checked, style the state element when it's selected or checked. So these are the pseudo class for this element. Okay. So this is the with style the input field based on their state. Means when we are creating a form, so that time these CSS pseudo class we are using. Pseudo class means it's already created inbuilt with the CSS or CSS3. We are not creating our own class. Understood?
Yeah.
Then here the mention can also be used with the other HTML element as well, pseudo element. Right. So pseudo element means when we are creating some classes here. So see this denoted by two colors, two colons or single colon. But why it's a two colon and single colon? Because same as like what happened when we're mentioning this doc type HTML or without doc type HTML, that means HTML4 and HTML5, right? So when they introduce the HTML CSS3, so some pseudo code are along with two colons. So, but it will work similar. It doesn't change anything. Only it means if you are using the two colon attributes or pseudo class, it means it's a you are writing in a CSS3 element. Otherwise, you are writing using CSS, normal CSS. Understood? So first line. So it will change the first line of paragraph. First letter. So you can style. Normally, when we started reading some magazine or some paragraph in a book also, some websites also, you check the paragraph first letter will be bigger, right? And some colorful, some. So that thing is called. So you can modify the first letter of the paragraph using this. Before, after. So before the element, you can do something. After the element, you can arrange something. Selection. So these are the pseudo code. Clear?
Yeah.
So let's start with the link, visited link. So I have already prepared the demo. So I'm showing you the demo. And then we'll explain the code. If you want, you can write means one by one. So we can do with the along with you also, like as usual we are doing. But these code are very easy, so that's why we don't think pseudo class here. See this here. Okay, so here this thing I did what I did here. Simply head H over, and here I created a link. Click here. So you understood the code? Here in
Yeah.
body, I just created a link, nothing else. So when we click here, I give the hover image. So when we user can move the cursor on the link, color get changed, right? So
Yeah.
let's see this pseudo class.html. Let's run this. So the folder is here. Pseudo class this. Okay. See this here, nothing. Now as we know that link color by default is blue, right?
Yeah.
So, but here I just use hover. See this, when I mouse move on the link, this color get changed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you want this link style none, because here link style is showing underline, right? So if you want to remove this link style, so you can use this is text decoration. Text decoration, because here we have a text decoration underline and overline. So here I don't want to anything, so make it none, right? It means what we are doing, when the cursor hover, this underline get removed. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's your choice, whatever thing means you can give here. Like if you want to write here the background color, so we can change the background here. So background color, give some, it's a green, so some light green we can use, like dark green, says dark olive. Okay, so now see, refresh this, and what happened when I move here? See this, right?
Yeah.
If you want to increase the font size, you can increase the font size. Now it's your choices here. Font size large or double X large. Font color, I'm changing the different color. Now it's not showing here, na? So that's why I'm changing font color. Green, so maybe this will work. Let's see. Light. See this. So this look
Yeah.
better. So now it's not showing your underline. So it's so here this is a hover, when mouse over in this thing. So how many style we have? See this. So a link. So I just used a hover. So now if you want to use change all these thing, a link color, so you can change the link color. So for this, what we do, simply here you can write anchor tag and then pseudo code. See here, we are getting all this here, right? So we
Yeah.
have to select a link, and simply, if you want, you can change the link color, simple color. So I don't want by default blue. So by default I want this chocolate color, simple. So see this here. Now see this. So your link color gets changed. If you want to style up, so again I told you, you can remove the underline, because mostly we don't use underline in a link when we're creating a professional websites and everything, right? You can give the border, you can create a box kind of thing. It's your choice. So similarly, we have a visited. So when we visit the link, then color gets changed. When it's active, then its color will be changed. So if you want, you can write. Otherwise, I have already, I think, written the code. So should I show you that code or you want to change here? Simply. So you can write here A visited. So when I visited, then color gets changed. So I'm using almost everything from here. Only we change the text color. Right? So when this visited, so it's become this pink. And here the background color get changed lighter. Okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So now see here. Go to here and refresh it. So your active color is this. When we hover, then now I'm clicking on this. So when I visited, see this color change, right? See
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
text color
Red.
now become red because
Yeah.
we already visited a link. So this is for the link style and link pseudocode. So almost we tried all link style. Then here, see this here demo one. So I'm showing this demo one. So here, this is for the element. So element, I already told you this visited means focus enable. So see this, when we get focus, this color gets changed. See this here, this selected, right? So see this male color gets changed, the visible. So I increase the font, right?
Yeah.
So now check the code. So go to this here demo one. Everything is similar. See this, we created a font, radio button, mail, right? Radio button. And here div input type text required and placeholder enter name. So this is common text. You know that tag. What I used here, say this. Input required. Border none and bottom border black. Remember yesterday I told you the Oracle thing. So only bottom border here, right? Black. Focus. So when we focus, so this become green text. And if you want to change the bottom border, so you can change the bottom border also. So if you want, you can make it black to like active. So it's a green or red or any other light color like this one. So this is now active. So border, and we just remove this little bit thicker. The border become and color green. Now see this input checked and plus label. So color become green. So whatever this label here, male and female, whatever we select, because the checked with the input, because here checked, right? So this becomes an input shadow. Remove this black color, give the different color shadow so we can recognize. Yeah. Already saved. Now again see here. See this. I'm refreshing this thing. So nothing. Now here when we get focused, see this. The underline gets changed. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, whatever the font I'm writing here, see this color gets changed of the text because we have written here, see this element, key input focus, border bottom solid, this color, and text color become green, right?
Yeah.
And when check, so now see this, when checked, so color get green. So when we are checking this input box gender, male or female, whatever, see this color become green, right? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
So this thing here, see this here, link visited, hover active is done, focus enabled, required and checked. So I checked almost all thing in one form. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes. Yes.
So this is one. Now, same thing for the pseudo element. This here, it's the same thing, but single element here. Like input your name here, and this input placeholder. So color red, italic, font family, and thing. So when we get the placeholder, the color gets changed. So that's it. If you want to check this one also in a browser, we can check also. Pseudo element. It's just because when we are typing, so see this enter name, and when we are changing this color, so that color gets changed. So placeholder color gets changed. So that's why I used here. See this input and placeholder. Two code. Now check this demo 2. Here we are used already. See this completely this pseudo thing. So this thing is here. So this is the pseudo exercise.html. We have to use all these things. So this is exercise basically. So we have to write hover. This file will give you an exercise. And this is a pseudo class demo. So this here. So here we created a complete like navigation bar, and we used all the thing. So see this here. So say this. Hover, right? See this,
Yeah.
when we focus here, so this gets changed. Hover, when we click here, let's get changed. So this is the basically see this. So this is also link style. So when we check this code, so see this, we just created a class, nothing, nav tag or h reference home about container search, placeholder search, name search, submit. Now go to the button, the button hover, we created the background color, button, the style, focus, when we input focus, so it will show the border and outline, black, input type, see this. So this is also called element thing. So input type text, and we change the color, background color gets changed, and everything gets changed when we input. Hover color, then link, see this, float left, means whatever the text is displaying there, so that's in a floating, left side. If we make it float right, but the right side we already have this thing. So see this, but right.
Yeah.
So when we have an object, if you want to float left and right, so we can use it. And navigation bar, overflow hidden, and then background color, simply, nothing else here. So understood pseudo all. Now here I'm showing one more thing where we used all the pseudo thing, like demo, new demo, and demos, CSS, and demo new. So let's run this thing. Demo. So this is the complete, means here we used all element, right? And then here, so first check here, we can use demo element, and demo CSS is written here for everything. P paragraph selection. So see this yellow color, then so form style, padding, placeholder color, input check boxes plus label color red. When it's checked, see the input type radio checked, then become green. Input type checked, when checked, then it's become green, and font style become normal, right?
Yeah.
So almost see this CSS is already whatever we are written. So all attributes are the same, color, background color, border, style, and all that. Only the thing is which element we are using and which attributes we are using, right? So here we have to focus on that. So see here the first letter, right? So font first letter equals to large, paragraph. See here. See this. First line, first letter, right? So now see this here image. So see this W. So visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So see this W here. So in paragraph, first letter, we
The font is
font and change. Bigger, color is change. If you want to, you can give your background color. Means whatever style up you can give here. Then see this here, not selected, so it's a red, right? But when I select this, see this color gets changed and text become normal because previously it's a, I think italic, right? It's italic. When we checked, then it's become normal. When I select anything, so see this color gets changed here. When I give name, so see this background color gets changed. Yes or no?
yeah.
So see this here. Like this and subscribe. So in one thing, see this over link when we click. So all pseudocode is used here. So I'm see this again because I'm not able to copy paste this in your chat box. Otherwise, let's try if possible. Then you can try in your system and take 5 minutes to understand it if possible. Yes, so you can see here if you are able to copy this, then save it demo.cs. Pramod.
Yeah, I don't see a chat.
Okay, chat is not okay. Okay, I sent to ZaranTech. Okay, I can only with the how can we manage? Hello, anyone is there? Is there support team?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, so we are not able to send any message to Pramod.
Okay, just wait, sir.
Yeah, because whatever code I'm trying, so he can also try in own system. So at least allow us to drop this HTML and CSS file.
Can you try it now, sir?
Okay. Yeah, I got everyone. So I can drop the file. See, because I'm not able to drop a file.
I think you can't drop a file here. You
Okay, I'm
can link.
Yeah, I
I
see it.
message. Yeah, Pramod. See, check here if
Yeah, I see.
now copy this code and save as demo.css. Done?
One sec.
Yeah, then I'm
Oh,
sending
so-
you the other thing also. This is a demo. Means you can give me any name, but it's a demo, pseudo demo.html. And you run this file in your system, both file together, because already link is given there for the CSS. So demo.css only. And go through the code and let me know if anywhere you have a doubt or anything. Okay. So
Hello?
try Yes, yes, yes. So just check any queries, any doubts regarding like all link thing, A link, V link, or element focus. Okay, so let's move to the next topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, we have a display tag, and when we are displaying anything in your page, so we can use either display. So display, we have a inline and block, or we can use float, left, right, or I already shown you in a navigation bar. So you can use float, left, right, or you can use float clear both side. So it will remove unwanted space from the both side. But sometimes we have to use the positions also. So you can use positions. So let's see here. I just created a nothing simple class container, and see this inside the container we have a div tag, right? So here div tag is child selector. Understood? Container is a main class. Inside the main class we have a div selector. Clear?
Yeah.
So here we created a different types of uh, classes, like red. So I have a background red, like green. So we have a background green, and like blue. So we have a background blue. So here and container is a display flex. Display flex means what? Because we have a grid layout, flex grid layout. So nowadays we are using a flex layout or grid layout, or you can use a both flex grid layout also. So if you change the display with the grid, so it's a become display grid layout. Otherwise you can use normal block or inline block. So you can use anything. It will only work as a displaying a content in a like this in a normal format. So for this, if you try here like this, let's make it simple. Uh, sample layout .html. So as usual, so here I'm just creating a one div tag here. Div, or inside div, I'm just writing nothing. H2 hello. Okay. Inside here, I'm writing style and div tag and simply height 100 pixels and width 100 pixels. I'm not used any margin. If you want to use margin, I'm not writing any padding or anything, but margin it's a suppose 25 pixels. So it's from all sides. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
And for this identify, so we have a box model. So I'm writing here background color. So background color, any colors. Let's take blue. Okay, and I'm creating here a dot green and nothing else here, simply background color. Green, yellow. That's it. So let's copy one more from here and see this. Now save and run this code. So code name is sample layout. So we have to search sample layout. See this here. It's coming below, right? Because
Yeah.
we have not decided means their layout, yeah, how it will get printed, right? If I put both thing together means like one more div tag, like see this div or inside this div main container, and if I put here both div tag, now then see what happens. See this, because the div is already we created, so that size one created, and then inside this thing. So we have to change, make this like dot container. I'm not specifying any space, height, and width. Okay, only the background color, something light, and that's it. And here, what happened here? I did some mistake. Okay, so it's get closed here. Okay, and this div one will give the class, and class is
Green.
no container. I'm giving a container
Okay.
class. I created a container, right?
Yeah.
So now come to this. So see this. It's because but for div tag, I already created the width and height. So it's coming into this height only. So this. So what I have to do now, okay, it will come inside the container, right? And so this div closed here, and this div closed here, this div here. So here I'm using display inline. Okay, so whatever the thing in a container, it will display in line. So we can use as a block. It's not moving float left, right, anything, right? So if I use float left, then press it, fits. Because that's a problem here, container div tag size, and then only color gets changed for this container. So what I'm doing, this thing, I'm making this div thing is one more class D simply. Okay. So this is class D, and this is class green. Simple, right? So in this container class, we have a two object. Now see this. That's coming inside this because here it's not size and anything, but I want in a inline. So what we have to do here? Inline. So use you can inline or inline block. Inline block. Remove this. Left is not required. Direction and all that. Lots of things we have to get. So better thing here, if I use this flex, so display flex. So it will go to the next line. Understood? Because in
Yeah.
flex, they will arrange into a column size, and we have almost 12 columns again here. And for this, here I have this one image chart completely. Basically, we have to follow this flex. Yes, see here. So this is a basically grid images. So you can here all thing is mentioned. I'm not able to show here. I will open in a thing. So you can use the CSS grid here and you can layout. So when we did this flex or when I use like a grid also, so it will print into a grid. What is the difference between grid means it will working as a line, whatever table, right? So when we are creating a table, so we have a line, row line and column lines, right? So in grid, they count the row line and column line, and flex, it's a count the positions. Means whatever the width, viewer width or height. Viewport height and viewport width. Accordingly, we can use the pixels. You can utilize it. So same thing I used here in flex layout also. I will show you here. So what I created this div class red, div class green, and div class blue. Here I just created this. I flex grow one. See this here. I'm not given anything. Display is flex only. So when we this layout I'll show you. So it will working like a same thing, same kind of layout is also. So it will display you in a 3 layouts. See this here. So this is a 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3, because I given here number only 1, 2, 3, nothing else. See this class 1, 2, 3, right? It will grow accordingly when we get the text because it's an auto grow. So whatever the text you can write here, suppose I write here some text from here, this simply Control C and put it here, like after 1 and this. Now see here. The first one also get understood.
Yeah.
So similarly, we have a means we can keep the gap between 2 columns or 2 rows. We have a means row span and column span. Which direction you want to go? We can wrap up. So it will when it your what is called this screen get full or means your web page get full. So it will automatically the next box or next element get arranged in a down manner, right? Reverse row manner, column manner. So there is lots of statement is here. So this thing will show you tomorrow because only this thing is left, only layout. Otherwise, almost whatever in the here. See, there's a new tag for the layout only is left. Otherwise, everything is done. So you can just say yes or no, whatever we covered, mention in the agenda. So we already covered external style sheets, right?
Yeah.
Font property CSS, box
Yes.
model, class div, working with the color, background colors and all.
Yes.
Today I just finished ID, child selector, pseudo class, and a
Yeah.
styling link and a styling list, like a link,
Yeah.
all this thing. A rounded corner we already did. Float, I just tried in a manner. I already show you the float left, float right and all, right? So only
Yeah.
the new tag layout is left only. Otherwise, we cover almost whatever we have in a this PPTs. Clear?
Yeah.
So I think, okay. So some assignments, you got some assignment here updated. Thanks. Here, this is the only assignment. So you, for HTML5 assignment, you submit, you go through this. And I think it's, suppose here it's given anything to mark it because it's all MCQ. So you just try
Yeah.
to finish this, then for next for this HTML only. And hands-on assignment is only for this HTML. You completed all HTML assignments?
I did some of it. I'll finish it, all of it today.
Yeah, so please try to finish because again, we have to apply CSS on this assignment, or we'll give you the other assignment. So please work on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then tomorrow we'll finish this CSS, that grid layout and flex layout also. And then we'll move to the bootstrap. Okay.
Yeah.
So any query, any doubt regarding today, what we
No.
covered? So
No.
please, we already share this thing. So you go through the link and try to finish it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You can create your own examples also somewhere you try, and we'll give you the assignment also.
Yeah.
Okay. Then see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.